Welcome back to CBBBs. Let's hope our tyres arrived. Because otherwise we've got nothing to do. Well, obviously that's a lie, but there is a sequence of events that need to take place. Because my good friend Chris will be fitting the tyre, and that means he can come back once it's fitted with the completed module, and we can discuss the starter motor situation and potentially put the carburetors back on, because I think I'm going to just need a hand doing that. They're relatively heavy and there's a degree of pushing and shoving and lubrication involved, so it would be useful to have somebody else to just kind of hang on to the heavy bit whilst trying to poke things into 4 holes simultaneously. So, talking of carburetors, yeah, I know, that's a brake fluid reservoir. But what I'm thinking is, we mounted this here. I wonder if we could mount the choke knob. Remember that? Yes, this. Perhaps we could mount it here in a similar fashion. Bit ugly. Anyway, Mr. Simps is wondering how we're getting on with stuff, having been reading up in the manual. Aren't you, mate? I've been thinking about this while you've been thinking about my seat and not coming back to me. Yeah, a tailpiece that I bought actually on my very first project, but it is actually off a Honda. And I'm thinking that might work. I don't know. Well, that's disappointing. That bit that I was raving about, because these bits twiddle around, they also leak. So I've just filled it up with fluid and was starting the bleeding process, and yeah, it's all pissing out of there. Frustrating. Chunky new tyre, very nice. Now we just need to get it fitted. Yeah, looks good. Like it. Cool. Yes, we're bleeding brakes. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. We have bubbles. Well, the tyre and wheel is on its way, so I'm just fitting up the back light here. Jordan measured the perspex itself, and here it is. Yeah, very sexy indeed. Like it. Nice. Well, that was quite the palaver, especially trying to keep the spacer that goes inside the drum in position while getting this side on. And yeah, talking of spacers, as you can see, there's a problem. Yeah, we've lost this one in the process of the wheel change. It could be anywhere. Not under there. There is a dead cockroach. Obviously doesn't like petrol. Not under there. I don't know, could be in Chris's van, honestly. Well, for the purposes of this exercise, that's kind of done. And yeah, so while Chris was here, we've explored the fact that these should just probably go to the starter motor and crank it up, see what happens. He said I can do the carbs by myself to stop being such a wimp. Apparently it's best to approach it from this angle, get your knee behind the cylinders, and then pull and wiggle and yeah, heat these up, and a bit of lube and all that kind of stuff. And he said it didn't matter which yellow went where as far as the state is concerned. What he did say, which was quite interesting, as far as the stator goes and any wiring to and from it, and this relates to any bike honestly, to keep the wire as free flowing as possible, no major kinks, etc. Yeah, so that's interesting and possibly concerning. I'm not sure if that qualifies as a major kink. Never considered knobbly before, but I kind of like it. Well, the good news is the spacer was in Chris's truck, so he's bringing that back today, and I've been doing some exploring with the starter motor. And I was right, one of the cables coming off the solenoid was indeed an earth. I've been checking the diagram. Yeah, so one's an earth and one obviously goes to the switch and then back to some power somewhere there. I think we had a spare one. And off the starter button. Sweet. Well, that's good. So start motor's working, engine's turning over, plenty of compression because it threw out all those little blockages that I put on the exhaust side of things. Starting, but there's a couple of good reasons for that. No fuel and no carburetors. So we can get onto the carburetors now because we know the starter motor is good. Which honestly is amazing because of all that shenanigans farting around in here and cogs and things come flying out and putting them back and hoping for the best, and the best we got. Happy days. It's always nice when something goes right, isn't it? Well, it's all rather exciting, and I guess I should put the carburetors back next. Did I say that already? I don't know. Anyway, the other exciting news on the Honda front is that I've finally got funds in to invest in the exhaust pipe. Yes, it's one of those Delcovic, whatever the hell, standard 4-in-1, but they're nice exhausts. I know everyone uses them. I did find some others that were like 3 times the price that were really nice. Just don't want to invest $1,200 in a bloody exhaust pipe. So I think we'll conclude this episode on the up note of starter starting. And as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe and tune in next time for the exhaust fitting. Yeah. What else? Ah, yes, of course. Encourage others to watch my lunacy.